Hi everyone. I just wanted to give you an idea of what you should be thinking about while you're packing your suitcase. So I have my example that we talked about in class. It's just a recycled box that I put brown paper on, and then I put some stickers on the outside to make it look old. It really can be that simple. Inside my suitcase, a couple of things that were necessary. One of them is definitely a blanket. Immigrants carried blankets with them, which was so helpful because on the ship, if they traveled in steerage, they'd want to get out and get some fresh air, and being able to get on the top deck meant you need a blanket because the weather wasn't great. Other things that they brought with them were oftentimes pictures of their family members. So if you have pictures at home, these are actually pictures of my family, and they're important, and so I just made photocopies and brought them in. If you don't have old pictures of your family members, you can always just draw a picture and include that in to represent. These are artifacts that represent what an immigrant might have taken. If you were a parent and you had children, you would bring different toys for the kids. So an example, I have a Matryoshka doll. I also have an example of just a simple ring toss. So something to keep entertained. They also brought books with them. So because you are going to be waiting in line and you are going to be standing, you could put a book that you actually do want to read. It doesn't have to be an old looking book that you find. It can be your favorite novel that you're reading right now. I also included some money because travelers had to have money. This is definitely a requirement. You can see that it's not the right size. I just printed them out and put some tape on them. They're the numbers on them. This is a 2, these are 1s. The amount doesn't need to match. What's more important is that you're going to say, yes, I have money. And as long as you have somewhere between $5 and $20, you'll be good. If you don't want to print these out, you could use Monopoly money. That would be fine. You also could just draw out pictures if you wanted it to be authentic and from the country. You could find a picture and then actually draw that. I included in here another artifact, just a pair of glasses that I got at a party store. I also have some clothes in here. They didn't pack, and we've talked about this, they didn't pack a lot of clothing because they didn't want to take up the space. Remember, everything that they brought, they had to carry. So you could put some extra clothing in here, not a lot. Those are just some of the things that you want to include. Remember, you need to have between 8 and 10 artifacts in here. 2 are going to be your passport and your journal. Your journal, we're going to start this week, so you'll know what that is all about, and you'll have 3 entries that you need to include. You could do up to 5 if you wanted. You also will need to have your passport in here on Ellis Island Day, and the passport we're also going to make in class. So those are things that are coming but are required. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask, and good luck gathering your suitcase.